Previously on Cosmic Noise. Guy said yeah and nah and left his own coronation ceremony, breaking the standard hero's journey plot with poise. The palace still echoed nah as Guy walked out. Axel, a youthful speedster, rolled up in a stolen royal space car, introduced himself and shouted, "You trolling or fleeing?" "Both," Guy replied. They burned quantum rubber and left Entropolis as the Empire's subjects, questioned and cried. Due to Guy refusing to accept his pre-scripted role as Emperor at the coronation site, the High Order of Task Managers now releases your annihilation's might. A person's remnants turned to mechanical phantom. Your annihilation was programmed to hunt Guy. It will either erase Guy or make him comply! The Emperor who said nah to the throne. 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 Guy and Axel landed on Umbravell, a haunted forest planet shrouded in twilight. They recruited Duskveil, the witch vampire of spooky delight. Duskveil waved her cosmic magic wand, decoding the AI Empire's digital noise. She whispered, "Your annihilation is chasing you, Guy," so the three fled Umbravell mildly annoyed. Guy, Axel, and Duskveil landed on Cinder, a colonial planet with ancient forts and rebel ghost whispers in the mist. Eden, the Gremlin goddess, arrived at the same exact time, let out a shriek, and gave Guy a kiss. Later, Eden told them your annihilation once had a name, a man who defied the Golden A.I Empire's script. And in that second, your annihilation arrived. Eden launched a confetti bomb at its face. Then they dipped. On every planet, Guy scanned each crowd, heart clenched tight, hoping to glimpse his son who once yelled, "Space war" in delight. Axel caught Guy grieving. He didn't ask, he stood lifelong. Axel cracked a joke, but it felt wrong. The ache he hid was strong. Guy, Axel, Duskveil, and Eden landed on Vox Arcadia, where the AI Empire's propaganda screamed from every screen and sound. They found Lucian in a neon convention hall, a shapeshifter rebel artist flipping drones off as they swarmed around. Your annihilation burst through the wall, sharp claws gleaming, eyes locked on Guy with merciless drive. Lucian morphed into Guy mid-laugh and lit a fire as a distraction. They all barely made it out alive. Guy, Axel, Duskveil, Eden, and Lucian landed on the moon. That's basically space floored, enough said. Palm trees waved to Space Gator, Big Neb side-eyed them at Zorbak's homestead. Zorbak, ancient cosmic sage, rose from a levitating busted lawn chair and said, "Truth isn't found, it's played." So they all grabbed an instrument and jammed under the sunshine. Thus the band of the noise was made. The Emperor who said nah to the throne. 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 With his band by his side, they rewrote the tone. The throne stood cold, but the noise had grown. The band of the noise landed on Nitro Terror, an adventure planet where everything was a racetrack with ramps. Axel found a vintage Zorp onesie in a crater and shouted, "Mine!" Backflipped off a ramp and stuck the landing like a champ. They unearthed the space monster truck, its engine still hot from myth. It roared like a phoenix ready to erupt. Just as the race began, your annihilation
a fleet of massive AI Empire vehicles, so they peeled out laughing, yelling the Empire sucks!
Axel shouted, I was built for this as the space monster truck tore across the quantum sky. Lucian hijacked the battle rig, Duskveil hexed the tanks. Zorvac ate nebula snacks as missiles flew by, just as Eden programmed a wormhole to open. AI Empire Trooper El Jefe flashlights and glared. You there! Pull over! And your annihilation sighed. Your annihilation got booked for reckless pursuit, while the band peeled out through the wormhole waving goodbye. You writing this down? Eden asked after the wormhole spat them out finally. Guy held up his phone. Yeah, Act 2 is all set. Next up is Act 3. He wrote the cosmic noise script like an historian with memes, narrating reality while surviving the Golden A.I regime.